Wow.
Hey guys, welcome to SOL. This is a little bit of a controversial video, as I guess Liza would like to put it.
Well, maybe I didn't say controversial video, but I think there might be some things we want to touch upon if we're going to do a type of video like this.
So we just want to clarify a couple of things really quick. First of all, I'm not a licensed instructor for firearms. I am an advocate of the sport of firearms. I've been a firearm owner for about 10 years now. And I'm going to go over some of the safety tips and then actually have Liza shoot some of the guns at a private range.
As he mentioned, he has 10 years of experience in training and he's an enthusiast, so he's very, he knows all the safety rules and precautions to take. So he's not here to instruct our viewers on how to fire a gun. That is something that you should be consulting a trained professional and a licensed trainer for that. He is here just to show me what he knows and give me an opportunity to just give it a shot and try it and see if it's something I like. With that being said, that was a long way to just say, don't try this at home.
So what's your relationship with firearms? Have you had any past experience?
I've had no experience with firearms in my entire life. I've never held one. I've never shot one, obviously, because I haven't held one. I wouldn't say I'm like fearful of them in the sense of like I wouldn't own one. I think if I did the right steps to get training and licensing, you know, from a protection standpoint, I've never been against having one. But I would say that they too freak me out when I'm not comfortable with some of the ones that look scary.
That looks scary.
That looks scary. I'm not gonna.
So
lie.
you're on the band of if it looks scary, it's dangerous.
You know, I'm on the band of I think that there is definitely some guns that I would feel uncomfortable if I ever knew somebody owned. I don't know what kind of guns because I don't know a lot about them. You're probably going to sit here and school me on it. But I'm not like anti-people owning them. Mm-hmm. I think that we just need good regulation in place in all states. I hope we're taking the right precautions to ensure that there's good regulation in place for them.
So on that note, before we actually bring any firearms out onto the table, I do want to go over a couple of safety rules with you. Okay?
Treat every firearm as if it were loaded. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Be sure of your target and what's behind it.
Are you ready?
No.
All right, so for everyone at home, we do have a safe direction, which is towards the camera. There's no one there. It is a safe direction for the firearm.
Are you saying that you're okay with shooting my camera? It's an inanimate object. Okay.
No, but yeah, okay, all right. Liza, this is your first experience with a real firearm. What is your initial reaction to this pistol?
Not gonna lie, I have a little bit of anxiety right now. Again, I've never been this close to one in the sense that it feels like I have that fear that at any minute something's gonna happen and we're gonna mess up, and all for the sake of YouTube, I'm gonna be dead. Like, so that's how I feel right now.
So just so you know, all the ammo in the house is locked up at this time. Okay. So there is no ammo readily available to any of these firearms. However, once again, always treat it as though it is loaded. Okay. So this is a Walther PPK-S. A lot of people might know this as the gun that James Bond uses. Are you ready to look at some of the bigger guns now?
No.
This, Liza, is an AR-15. I'm sure you've heard all about it on the news and everything like that. So it's a very, very easy weapon to operate. This one here is chambered in 5.56. I actually have a special bolt inside, which brings it down to a 22 caliber. So today we're going to be shooting out of this as a 22 caliber. It's a very small round. It's actually smaller than what that pistol shoots, which is a 380.
So what's the purpose of reducing the caliber?
There's a couple of reasons. One, it is much cheaper to shoot 22 than 5.56. 5.56 is very hard to come by in today's world.
So this thing looks like one of those things that I imagine like when I watch like gangster movies and like kind of like many like bullets, and at the time is like that what it does?
No.
I'm so novice at this.
So what you're talking about is an automatic rifle.
Okay.
Automatic rifles, you pull the trigger and it shoots until it's out of ammo, essentially. Or you let go of the trigger. Semi-automatic rifles, which are the same as semi-automatic pistols like the one I have over there, are one trigger pull, one bullet. Okay. It is illegal everywhere to own fully automatic rifles or pistols. Do you feel comfortable holding this weapon at this time?
I'm going to be honest and say no. And I think that I know you'll respect that honest.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
maybe when we get outside
That's
and
no problem.
I get a chance with the smaller one first, and I might tackle that. So it looks like a more trickier gun. It looks like a little bit more, and I'm not saying it is. It's just obviously, being somebody a consumer who hasn't really been around it, I see that little one and I'm like, that looks like what I see all the time. This is like, ooh, I've never been even near something like this.
My plan is to actually start you on this because of how easy this platform is. It's a very easy for first-time shooters, and it's the smallest caliber that I have, so it's not going to kick at all. Your shoulder will be completely fine. That being said, there's one other firearm I want to get you acquainted with really quick, and then we'll move on to the range. So, Liza, this is the largest caliber firearm that I own. It is an AK-47, but it's a Chinese variant. So this one here,
That gun went all noisy.
Yeah.
that's oof.
you can hear this one a lot more. It's all steel and stamped metal. So this one's probably going to be the last one you shoot. You're probably going to shoot this once or twice. Do you have any questions or anything like that before we go out to the range?
No.
We're going to head off to the range and we will meet you guys there. And I want to let you know we're going to be firing some guns.
Goggles that fit over my glasses.
Alright guys, so here we are at the private range. So we have a nice berm set up with a couple of targets down range here. And we have our ear protection and eye protection on. So I'm going to go over the gun again a little bit with you just to kind of get you a little bit more familiar with it. And we will go ahead and get shooting. Sound good?
Sound good.
Alright Liza, so it's your old friend the AR-15 again.
Yeah.
The one you were, I think, scared most of, right?
Yeah.
So again, we're just going to make sure it's clear here. Everything looks good.
Does
I
it look
have
good,
an
Justin?
Empty magazine here. All right, good. So let's go ahead and load this up. I'll put one round in the magazine. You're on safe.
Hold it back.
Okay. Now we have the magazine with a bullet in it. You ready? Okay, here you go. And we have nobody downrange of us right now. Right now it is just the two of us and these two cameras. And whenever you feel okay, use your thumb. You should be able to feel that fire. Yep. Okay. And when you feel safe and you're on target, you can go ahead and put your finger on the trigger and slowly squeeze. All right.
That wasn't that far off.
Perfect. So I mean, you got one hit on the target. You hit me with the shell casing. That's okay. I'm right here. I knew that was going to happen. I'm just watching you.
You shouldn't have been that close.
So you want to make sure you're on safe.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. And we're going to shoot a couple more rounds. So I'm going to put 5 in here now. So it'll be pull the trigger, let go, pull the trigger, let go.
Okay.
All right. When you're ready, you can
Back away from me.
move your thumb so it flips the switch to fire. And now you can shoot. Perfect. You hit the red.
And that was the last one. Yep.
So that was the last one.
Put it back in safe.
All right, put it on
Putting it
safe.
back on safety.
So Liza, you shot your first gun and you did pretty good. I gotta say, you hit the target every time. And you even hit the bullseye twice.
1.5.
I'm really proud of you right now. How did you feel when you were shooting?
It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. It just felt, I don't know, it felt cool. It kind of felt cool.
It's a very fun thing. You just have to be safe with it, right?
Yeah,
That's the whole thing. Did you want to try and shoot a full magazine, or did you want to move on to the other gun?
Let's do the other gun.
When you feel like you're on target, yep, flip it down, and then you want to rack it. Okay, you're loaded. Forward a little bit.
Wow!
Much bigger, right? Much bigger.
That was putting it back in safety. That was powerful. I barely hit the target on that one.
But you did hit it.
I hit it, but I barely hit it on that one. You know what it is? This is a little bit more uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's a larger stock, so I think it's going to be a little more harder for you.
Cool.
All right, do you want to shoot 2 in succession, then call it a day?
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and take the magazine out. Okay, so we have 2 rounds in here now, Liza.
and you're going to shoot 2 in succession. So it'll be 1, 2. Same process. You only have to charge it once, just like the AR. Look at that. You're getting better at that too. Yep, perfect.
I don't think I hit the target.
I think you were a little high.
Okay. Cool. Oop. Safety on.
Safety on. Good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple shots now really quick.
That was a much harder gun. I definitely didn't do as well on the target.
So, Liza, what did you think about your first time shooting guns?
Actually, it was pretty cool. I actually really enjoyed it a lot. It definitely is nerve-wracking because you never really know how to...
Yeah, you don't know the mechanics of it yet.
On your first time, it's kind of like you're always afraid you're going to accidentally do something. But it was actually a lot of fun. I would totally do it again.
Yeah?
So, yeah, thanks for showing me that, Justin. I appreciate it.
Are you thinking about maybe becoming a gun owner in these crazy times?
You know, I mentioned earlier before we went shooting that I definitely have already thought about, you know, for personal protection, potentially getting something for the house. I do think I want to go through the training and getting licensed and all that, so I'm probably going to look it up and I'll keep you guys posted if I end up doing that.
So,
but I don't think not a big one. Just a little, you know, normal little one.
That's fine. We can talk about what you're getting at.
Okay.
But part of that actually, since we've kind of been giving all of our guests something, I actually wanted to get you something for this. I am going to pay for your first, like, quote-unquote safety course at American Firearms School in North Attleboro. So it's a course that I took Megan to. It's really great instructors over there, and I just want you to have a little bit more of a formal training with shooting firearms. So,
if Lord knows this was not formal training.
No.
Warning again.
And I don't pretend to be an instructor, but you know, safety is very important with this hobby, and so I wanted to portray some of that to you. But yeah, no, I want you to go ahead and take that course because it's a very good course, and I've seen a lot of people come out of it with definitely a better understanding of firearms and a better understanding of the safety involved. So.
Aw, Justin, that's really sweet of you. My gosh, I was not expecting that at all. So I don't get a mug.
No.
Like everybody else?
We already got mugs.
Okay.
Also, technically, I'm the guest. I don't know.
You're the guest. Technically, you are the guest today. But thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate that. I'll definitely be taking you up on that.
So, as I'm sure some of you don't know, over on social media, we actually finished our very first bingo game. So, there's going to be a challenge where the loser is going to be doing something. We won't say who that is. Go watch the videos over there. But, in the meantime, we have to start a new bingo game. Alright, so we have our new bingo cards here, and we're going to roll for our new danger number, and it's a 3.
Oh,
so anytime a 3 comes up on these balls, we're going to eat something gross. Go check us out over on social media for that. We're going to have to pull 10 balls. So, episode 1, we're pulling 10 balls of bingo balls, and anytime there's a 3, we're going to have to do something gross. Make sure to go check that out tomorrow over on social media. All those links are down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Subscription button there. Other videos over there while you're waiting for that bingo to come out tomorrow.
Bye. Good stuff.